Girl, them skill out, chick. Thunderball. Some give it to, some give it to, some give it to our girls. 5 million and 40 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Ashley Pickens here in Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, I'm a real estate broker. I'm also an auctioneer. That's probably why you are here, because I auction off foreclosures. So I'm your auction mama. And today's video is all about June foreclosures.
June foreclosures.
What's going on across the United States, foreclosures, and quarter two, because June ended the second quarter. So let's see what's going on there. So let's jump right in. Okay, so across the United States for the month of June, there were 22,000 new foreclosure filings. So 22,000 properties in the process of foreclosure started in the month of June, which is up 1% from the previous month of May and up 226% from this time last year. All right, you guys, so let's talk about the states with the highest foreclosure rates nationwide. So number one on this list is Illinois. Illinois has been on the list, I feel like, since all year. It's been top 5 all year. Illinois, Chicago, my hometown. Also on the list, Delaware. I feel like that's like a new one. I haven't seen Delaware on there. Delaware is on the list. Ohio is on the list. Cleveland, that's always on the list. Columbus and Cleveland, always on the list. Nevada, I've heard a lot about Nevada. I've seen a lot of auctions going on in Nevada. So I'm not surprised that that one made the list for June. Also South Carolina. Like, I haven't seen South Carolina on the list, but it did make the highest foreclosure list for June. Okay. So you guys, so we're seeing a lot of people who were already in the foreclosure process being pushed through, because, you know, before the pandemic, every year, it's just like the circle of life in real estate. You know, like people buy houses, people sell houses, and people lose their house. Like, and people, you know, foreclose, you know, there's foreclosures. Y'all know what I'm saying. So it's just a cycle. So before the pandemic started, there were already people who were in the foreclosure process. Okay, you guys. So now that the moratorium is lifted, all these people who were already in the pipeline are now, you know, their foreclosures are being completed. And on average, right now, it's taking almost 948 days to complete the foreclosure process. That's from start to finish. That's from when that notice of default is filed to the actual foreclosure is completed, and it's an REO. 948 days is the average right now. Okay, so you know that's 2 years. That's 2.5 years. So these are the people who were in foreclosure before the pandemic hit. So in this second quarter, because June did finish up the second quarter, that's April, May, and June, let's talk about those numbers. There were a total of 90,139 properties in foreclosure right now for the second quarter. And so that is up 15% from the first quarter and up 165% from this time last year. Something else, keep in mind, you guys, even though we're at, you know, the numbers sound like it's a lot, we are still like 70% under our normal foreclosure, average foreclosure rates, you know, before the pandemic. So we are pandemic. That's so country. I'm so country. I'm still country. Pandemic average is like 200,000. Okay, so we still have quite a ways to go before we even hit our average foreclosure numbers like in a regular market. Okay, so let's talk about some cities with some unusually high foreclosure rates for the second quarter, because I know that's what y'all want to know. What cities are foreclosing the most? I know. So let me give you a couple of them. So we've got Honolulu. And you know, they got an expensive real estate market in Hawaii, baby. Y'all know. So I know y'all are waiting for some to foreclose in Hawaii. Like, those would be perfect, wouldn't they? Like Airbnb. And anyway. So Honolulu, Richmond, also Virginia Beach. We've got Albany, New York is on this list, and Montgomery, Alabama. These are cities with some extremely high, unusually high foreclosure rates for the second quarter. That's what I got. Also, you guys, I know I have a lot of people who watch my channel who are real estate investors, and then I have people who watch my channel who might be somewhere in the foreclosure process, okay? So I'm not oblivious to the people who find my channel and watch me, okay? So I want to give a little bit of advice to those people who might be facing foreclosure or have gotten behind on their mortgage. People call me all the time. Every day, call me all the time. You guys, like, people call me crying all the time about because they're behind on their mortgage or they just got the notice that they're in foreclosure. You guys, so just, you know, I try to be compassionate about the people who watch my channel. But something that I've noticed. A lot of people, the moratorium, I've said this on Instagram, the moratorium helped a lot of people because a lot of people were having financial difficulties. But it also hurt a lot of people. It's going to hurt a lot of people because, you know, I've got people who called me who said they're in foreclosure. They sent their monthly payment to the bank and the bank sent it back to them, you guys. And, you know, they're just thinking, okay, moratorium covered me. Now it's probably 2 months since the moratorium's lifted. So I'm only really behind 2 months because the moratorium had me. You know, we had each other. That's what we all thought. So what I'm coming to find out with a lot of these people are they send in their payment, the bank sends it back. Because now they want the entire past due amount, right? When the bank files that notice of default, the past due balance is owed now. They don't want your monthly payment. But what people are seeing is the past due amount is the 2 years that the moratorium covered. So it's like $20,000 and $30,000 past due, you guys. And people are like, well, I thought I was only behind 2 months. Yeah, that's what we thought. But now the bank is saying, no, all of this is due now because you haven't paid in 2 years and you're behind these 2 months. You know, so people are like, can you imagine opening your mail and seeing a $26,000 past due balance that you have to pay in like 30 days or your house is going up for auction? You know, so you guys, my best advice to people is communicate with the lender. Communicate with your lender. Talk to the bank.
Don't not open your mail. Don't not answer the phone.
Don't not respond to emails that you're getting, okay? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. The banks don't foreclose overnight. You know what I mean? They are hounding you. They are calling you. They are sending you mail. And if they aren't, all these investors are. They're knocking on your door, calling you, telling you, hey, your house is up for auction. So it's, you know, so... But communicate, especially if you want to keep your house, you guys. You can do like a loan modification. At least apply for a loan modification, you know. Communicate with the bank. I know a lot of people, I said this on Instagram, gas is high, food is high. Life is high. Life is high right now for everybody, for the majority of people, okay? So those are June's numbers. That's what it's looking like in June. I've got another video coming up for the entire second half of the year. Let's talk about what's happened the first 6 months of the year and probably what direction we're going into for the rest of the year, okay? So make sure to watch that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Welcome to all my new subscribers. You guys, you know I'm on Instagram, your agent Ashley. I'm your auction mama, okay? I'm your auction mama, but still give y'all a little advice, a little tips, you know. So if you have questions, comment below, hit me on Instagram. Y'all know how to find me. So as always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.